Hi, I'm Sam Greenfield, and I have a question. Is Mike Pence kidding? Now, I'm going to tell you why I say that, because I just saw Mike Pence on TV saying that Representative Omar, who's been accused of saying things that are anti-Semitic, her apology wasn't enough. You are the last human being, Mike Pence, on the planet who should be criticizing anybody for saying something racist or bigoted. Let's go down the line. I saw you make a speech once where you said, "Oh, let this be a Christian nation." Well, speaking as a Jew, bite me. And for Muslims I know, bite them. All right? Hindus, atheists, stop it. It's not the only religion in town. That's number one. Number two, you are a huge homophobe. And you give out this unctuous, love the sinner but hate the sin. Keep your face and nose out of people's bedrooms. No one wants to care what you think about that. 3, your wife works at a school where gay kids, I think it's gay kids, but I know gay teachers are not allowed. Not allowed. And it's an art school. Because, of course, when you're looking for people with an artistic bent, you wouldn't dare go looking in the gay community, would you? Oh, and don't be transgender and don't be bisexual. Just don't do any of that. Okay? So you're going to talk about bigotry. Is that how it works? And by the way, your boss, Donald Trump, when we talk about bigotry, this is the man whose firm, Trump Real Estate, whatever the hell it is, was fined $250,000 because they purposely did not rent to people of color. That was him. That was him who talked about all the rapists coming over the border from Mexico. And when he described the men, this is the part I love. When he described the men, he was talking about these big, strong Mexican men. You know anybody from that part of the world? They're my height, okay? They're not big, strong Mexican men. Stop it. And by the time they get to the border, they're going to stop being strong. I'll tell you that. And also, Donald Trump's the one who has said that he doesn't want black guys doing his counting. He would rather be, I think he said, short. I don't know why we were all short, but short guys with little beanies. That was also Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, of course, is the one who has been just propagating this ridiculous Barack Obama was born in Kenya thing. Still won't let it go. Lied about a lot of things. And see, here's the thing. No one calls him on his lies. Example, he said, I sent some investigators to Hawaii, and what they found out about Barack Obama will shock you. He didn't send anybody. He's too cheap. What, are you going to put up 4 people in a hotel? There's no Trump. Is there a Trump hotel in Hawaii? Then you're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. And by the way, if you keep saying no collusion, there's collusion. But to hear you talk about this woman and she should resign or her apology isn't enough, let me explain something about what she said. What she said was, she didn't say, I hate Jews. She didn't say Hitler had a point. She didn't say any of that. Oh, that's another thing your boss did. Let's get back to that. Yeah, all those guys who marched in Charlottesville, all those neo-Nazis, and he said some of the people who marched with the neo-Nazis were fine people. So please get off the she's a bigot train, all right? Because it's you and your boss. That's who it is. And you know that. Of course, you don't care because you're second in command and you think that, when Trump gets impeached, if he gets impeached, then you'll be able to get into office. And to just have that day come about, it would be wonderful. You cannot do this anymore. You cannot point a finger. When Representative Omar talked about Israel having a lobby which influences Congress people, she wasn't lying. It's the American Israeli Political Action Committee. That's what it is. I've been to Israel on their dime. They flew me there, put me up at a nice hotel, took me to Jerusalem and, flew me over where David slew Goliath and where Jesus walked and all that. Took me up to Tiberias, where they have T-shirts 3 for $10. I thought I was at Fisherman's Wharf. They got all that, okay? I've been there. But to say that Israel doesn't have a lobby that influences congressional votes is a lie. They do. That's all she said. That's all she said. That Israel has influential... She didn't say those damn... There's nothing like that. And by the way, when people talk about certain virulent people have spoken on the same dais as her, and she's therefore responsible for their behavior, right? We got that? Yeah. Donald Trump posed for a picture with Ted Nugent. So all bets are off. Don't tell me about this woman and some guy who got up and said something you didn't like. So all bets are off on that, okay? Because if that was true, then there'd be collusion between them. Can I say that? Can I say that? Can I say Trump and collusion? Can I say it in the same sentence? Is there a law against that yet? No? Okay. Oh, and by the way, back to racism. Mr. Trump, your boss, the guy who you think is just dandy, right? He hired Stephen Miller. A report came out a couple of weeks ago that undocumented immigrants contribute more money than legal immigrants in certain sections of the country. Okay? And that all immigrants make more money than people who are born here. And he killed that. He killed that entire report. You'll never see it. This guy, seriously, he makes Donald Trump look like the king of equanimity. This guy's a stone racist and probably happy about it. So that's what I wanted to say. Mike Pence, you're going to criticize somebody about bigotry? And you stand up there so unctuous and moral, like Uriah Heep. Oh, just trying to be your humble servant, sir. You're disgusting. And your wife's disgusting. And a pox on everybody's house who feels that way about people different than them. I'm Sam Greenfield, and that was my question. See you later.